Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to take you guys through an absolutely awesome Steam game deal on an overwhelmingly positive game. Look, if you're one of the 4 people that don't own this great horror game, you definitely should add it to your library. Speaking of horror games, we got a couple of other deals on horror titles, one other deal on a horror game, and a couple of other notable deals. Got about 10 Steam deals to go over, so a lot of good stuff. Let's get right into it, and let's start things off with Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which is at its lowest price point ever on Steam. 95% off for 99 cents. Now, a lot of people think this is Frictional Games' best game that they've ever done. I wouldn't go that far. I am partial to Soma. I think Soma is a tremendous game, but Amnesia: The Dark Descent is an incredibly iconic horror game. It's a game that really, I don't want to say blew up horror games because that's way too much of a stretch, but definitely was one of those iconic horror games of those the early 2010 period where, you know, Resident Evil was kind of at its place. Outlast hadn't dropped yet, I don't believe, and Amnesia was one of those games a lot of people were gravitating towards. Now, I'm not the biggest horror guy in the world. Horror games are not my favorite genre, but, you know, when a game has the incredible atmosphere that an Amnesia has, I think it's a worthwhile game for everybody to at least give a chance to, and I think a lot of people are ultimately going to enjoy it, even if they're not a big horror game guy. Atmosphere is great, obviously the tension is awesome, and that's really what you want out of a horror game, and Amnesia does that really well. 18,397 reviews, 95% positive, and the game is down to just 99 cents, so definitely worthwhile to check out there. Couple of other deals that I do want to note on top of that. In Sound Mind is another psychological horror game with an overwhelmingly positive reception. 4,100 reviews, 95% positive. This is one that I've yet to check out, but In Sound Mind is an imaginative first-person psychological horror with frantic puzzles, unique boss fights, and original music by the Living Tombstone. Journey within the inner workings of the one place you can't seem to escape, your own mind. From the creators of the cult classic Nightmare House 2 comes In Sound Mind, a witty first-person psychological horror with frantic puzzles and unique boss fights. Traverse a series of unsettling memories as you journey within the inner workings of the one place you can't seem to escape, your own mind. A new survival horror experience from the creators of the legendary Nightmare House 2. We Create Stuff. The team behind one of the highest-rated mods of all time returns with an unexpected spin on the horror genre. Experience a series of haunting memories. Journey through a progression of unsettling stories, each with unique puzzles, mechanics, weapons, and boss fights. Overcome a cast of terrors, confront those who stalk you in a series of daunting boss fights, and learn how to defeat them by solving mind-bending puzzles. An eerie soundtrack by the Living Tombstone as well. The internet icon lends his distinct sound to next-generation psychological thriller, and explore the imaginative and disorienting narrative featuring a sentient mannequins, a feline companion, and much more. And check that out. Again, that is $3.49. Overwhelmingly positive reception on that. Another game with an overwhelmingly positive reception is Manifold Garden. 6,100 reviews, 95% positive on that. Rediscover gravity and explore an Escher-esque world of impossible architecture. Witness infinity in first person and master its rules to solve physics-defying puzzles. Cultivate a garden to open new paths forward where the eternal expanse awaits. 6,100 reviews, again, 95% positive on that, and 85 on Metacritic as well. An expansive and visually striking world filled with mind-bending puzzles. Manipulate gravity to gain new perspectives and walk on any visible surface. Explore expensive architectural structures that repeat infinitely, and capture striking and beautiful images with photo mode as well. Great visual style on this one, so if you want to check it out, $4.99, 75% off on that. Next up, we do have Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which I want to give a shout to. This is the updated release by Aspyr, and this game wasn't on PC, I don't believe, before, so this was the first foray into PC, and it is 50% off for $9.99. Given the fact that this is still a relatively recent release, it came out 5 months ago, back in August of last year, I think this is a pretty sizable discount. In the classic third-person action-adventure, you'll become Jango Fett, prime clone of the Grand Army of the Republic, hired to capture a deranged Dark Jedi. Relive the timeless tale, experience the legendary bounty hunter fantasy set before the events of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, face off against foes, and maneuver through acrobatic battles in this adaptation optimized for today's hardware. And armed to the teeth, fight your way through Galaxy's underbelly, equipped with dual blasters, a flamethrower, whipcord, and Mandalorian rage. Bear in mind that I know Aspyr got got a pretty bad rap with their work on the Battlefront collection, and rightfully so. That collection was kind of a disaster, but this is only a single-player release, and Aspyr has done good work with the Tomb Raider collections, so it hasn't all just been garbage. I know the Battlefield collection, or the Battlefront collection, got a lot of attention, but yeah, that was a shame that they butchered that and they botched that, because that was just a license to print money. But what can you do? Star Wars Bounty Hunter, $9.99 on that. Another horror game, we have Remothered, Tormented Fathers. This is 90% off for $1.99 if you do want to check this out. A 77 on Metacritic. Psychological horror title. Story revolves around Rosemary Reed, a fascinating 35-year-old woman who reaches Richard Felton's house in order to investigate the disappearance of a girl called Celeste. The woman is greeted by Gloria, the nurse who takes care of the old Richard when Dr. Felton understands Rosemary's true intentions. The dread then begins. $1.99 if you're looking for an under-the-radar horror title. Might be something worth checking out. Next up, a game that I've been meaning to check out for a while. Haiku the Robot is such a gorgeous Metroidvania title. Love the art style. It's a throwback with a bit of its own unique style to it as well. Delve into the depths of a mechanical world in this cute adventure exploration game. Explore and fight in a land full of corrupt robots and machinery, all while seeking answers to the mysteries around you. 1,800 reviews, 91% positive. One of those games that doesn't get a lot of attention, but the game notes explore, fight, and discover throughout. Classic side-scrolling action with all the modern trimmings. Dodge, dash, and slash through machine-like enemies. Jump, zip, and blink past challenging platforming obstacles, and meet a wide cast of interesting characters on your journey. Customize your playstyle through the chip system and explore a vast, interconnected world full of hidden secrets, fierce enemies, and quirky robots. A true Metroidvania. Make your own journey as you collect new items, abilities, and upgrades, and map your progress and piece together the secrets of Arcadia throughout as well. Haiku the Robot is available 55% off for $9. One of those games that's been holding up in price for quite a while, so check that out. Next up, we got Troubleshooter Abandoned Children, 67% off for $8.24. One of those games that is just randomly on PC. I feel like it doesn't get a lot of attention, but from a design standpoint, a gameplay standpoint, I feel like is a game a lot of people can get super into. And I say randomly on PC. PC is the only way you can play this game. It's not available on consoles, and the game has full controller support, or partial controller support, I should say, as noted on the page. But yeah, you can play the game with a controller. Is the first season of a turn-based strategy RPG that takes place in the world of Troubleshooter. Very positive reception on this one. 8,500 reviews, just shy of overwhelmingly positive, with 94% positive. They are working on, I believe, another Troubleshooter game, and yeah, definitely if you're into like tactics RPGs, if you're into games like XCOM, want to check out here. Love the character design in this game as well. Is it mechanically blow away? No, but I think it's a game a lot of you guys will end up really enjoying. Came out back in April of 2020, but it's 67% off for $8.24. Check that out. And lastly, do want to give a shout to our friends over at Ubisoft. You know, I know you guys love Ubisoft, but Prince of Persia titles are on sale. Prince of Persia 2008, 80% off for $1.99. Love this game from an art style standpoint. Unfortunately, from a gameplay standpoint, it is super, super easy and super, you know, nothing blow away, but I thought the visual presentation was fantastic, and for $1.99, I do think it's worthwhile. And Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, $1.99 on this. I know they're working on a ground-up remake for it, but who knows if that's ever going to come out, so I thought I would give that a shout as well. For $1.99, not a bad pickup on that either. Check that out. Again, links to all of these in the description box below. That Amnesia: The Dark Descent deal is great. A new low price, a historic new low price for that game, so definitely check that out. And a lot of other great deals across the board. As always, links to everything in the description box below. All of these directly available on Steam, but that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.